Thank you everyone for joining in today. Yesterday I was trying to get Final Fantasy IX worked on, but the YouTube thing it basically went blank and wouldn't let me. It says like the stream is unavailable. It happened twice to me, and it happened to a couple other friends that were streaming too. So I don't know if if I'm gonna be able to get this one whole done today either. But I'm gonna try to finish it up. So we left off doing some minor missions story missions. So right now I gotta find the person I need to talk to. It says right there. The symbol with the exclamation point with that circle and that little ziggly thingy, that actually is what you need. Those are your missions, story missions. Everything else you see, like this one here highlighted blue, or that one blue, and any of the other ones that are highlighted up like that, are other missions, side missions, which there's a lot. But, so let's see what we have to here. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you asked to do, I somehow doubt it posed any trouble for a adventurer to survive the bedlam in Satasha. If you think you might be interested, you'll want to head over to the Mother Mion, Mikama Gridania. Good luck. Now we go back to Gridania. Now we can take the airship, or we can just take the shortcut, just like this, and voila. So much of a shortcut. Okay. This way. Yep, that way. Mother Mion is the girl that works behind here. Works at the guild, not the guild hall. This area right here. Oh, it's you, Treffa. 'Tis good to see you again. What's that here at Baderon's suggestion, you say? The foul-mouthed rogue sends me word that an adventurer might be along for the job. And it turns out to be you. Well, this makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Yeah, potions! Hey, level 22! Is that right? Now what? Ready for the briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mion, but our need grows even more pressing. Have none stepped forward? And good evening to you, too, Belllord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. Well, if it isn't our very own woman for all seasons, you certainly have a knack for appearing when you're most needed, Treffa. My thanks for answering the call. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat in Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtera Deepcroft. The place were once a Galmorian settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Delamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deep Croft, with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces of our disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. Since we thwarted their attack on the Guardian Tree, the Birdmen have not allowed us a moment respite. They have probed every ilm of our defenses in search of a weakness, compelling me to spread our forces far more thinly than I would like. The situation so being, we have no choice but to entrust the task of dealing with the Lambs of Delamund to others. Can we rely on you to handle this matter, Treffa? You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to the preparations, make your way to the Deep Croft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will appraise you and of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Okay. Let's go to the store and buy some stuff before we head out. Once we get there, we'll buy some items, make sure I have enough, and we'll head out. The apothecary. Alright. Get 2 potions of dexterities. Ugh, I need more of these. Okay, so we'll go with 7 potions. Well, no. That way makes a total of 10. I'm not a magic user. I've got antidotes, eye drops, I'm good. Echo drops, spine drops. I think I'm good with everything else. Okay. Alright. Now. Tradecraft, independent tinker. Okay, yeah, it's just, never mind. That only dies. Well. Let's mend our equipment. Not too bad, but there you go. Yeah. Culinarian for food. Do you have any food I can get that'll help me up? Boost up? Skill speed would help. 8%, so I can do a total of 16% for skill speed. No, don't mind any of that. Alright, let's go after a couple marmot steaks. Go 10. Okay. Now that I got that, that's good, makes it good for an hour. Now, let me see, can I finally get the retainers finally? Yes, I can get my retainers! The retainers are what you can use to store stuff in. Okay, so I can't yet. Weird. Okay. Oh, I gotta do, okay, never mind, I know. I gotta do, I'm high level now where I got 2 more actual side quests for my Archer's Guild to do. So we'll go do those. And then we'll continue the storyline. So we're gonna do the Archer's Guild. Got a couple quests here I gotta do. Where the beginning players can share their experiences. Of course, questions I've been by my channel. They also remember the polite to be. Yeah. Don't want that. Alright, let's go. Let's go in and get my... I think I've only done level 10, so I got 2 more quests that I can do. I trust that you have been keeping your nose to the grindstone. Oh yeah, of course I have. As we spoke, you will train under Sylvia tutelage. Ugh. Now I gotta work under the dick. I see I was too much to hope that you would not return. The others believe that you have potential, but I am not so easily convinced. Like so many adventurers, you have not the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer. And how could you? Archery is the proud tradition of the woodland Elasians. Technically, Elasians are basically your elves. The essence of this art, to read one's enemy, has been instilled in us over centuries. In the time, we have defeated this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting us insight which we will never possess. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray a coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. Can you glean your foe's intentions at a glance? No. And you can such things as learn by one who knows nothing of this tradition? No. It is only out of respect for Lucine that I have agreed to teach you. Go to the East Shroud and seek out the targets hidden there, but do not presume this will be easy as before. As I told you, the abilities to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery, yet the trials have been set. My colleagues do not require you to do this. Mine will. The targets you seek have been hidden, and I do mean hidden, in the midst of region rife and savage beasts. They will play the part of your enemies. It is unlikely event that you spy on a target. Your limited range will necessitate that you slip behind its bestial guardians prior to taking aim. A feat I consider beyond you. Was that a frown? Mayhap you are thinking that the Mikote set you similar task. You are wrong. She asked merely that you consider where your foes are. I demand that you discern precisely where they will be. How then will you go about this? Observe them closely and discern their characteristics. Learn to read their movements and recognize patterns in their behavior. If it has eyes, let it not see you. If it has ears, let it not hear you. Be neither where or is nor where it means to be, and hereby pass unnoticed. But enough talk. Whether or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I will shed no tears should you fail. Okay. This one's not that hard of a mission. Just basically do the target practice. You're gonna hunt down those, what do you call them, the little circles? I didn't even went to East Shroud yet. Dang it. Okay. Let's head out this way. Yeah, so I gotta head towards the East Shroud, so once I get here, I'll take a look which direction I need to go. This is basically just target practicing again, but because I'm level 22, it won't be that much of a problem. since monsters, if your level is 11 levels higher than the monster will not bother you. So I kind of have a good chance here with this. So, square to bring up the map. Alright, now. East Shroud's over here, so I gotta head to the left. Okay. Sucks I don't have any way to ride any animals right now. Like a chocobo or any of my mounts. So I gotta walk. I'll get to that point sooner or later. Every time I come on here, I see new people all the time. This game keeps getting more and more popular. Yeah, I even have some friends that's been watching me that actually want to actually get the game, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah, these monsters won't bother me. And it takes forever to run where I need to go though, but I'm almost there. As you can see at the little mini map, you'll see the little blue dots. Okay. And this is going to be the East Shroud. When I get to the East Shroud, first thing I'm going to do is go to the Aetherite and attune to it so I can actually teleport here next time. Then I'm going to go hunt for my targets, unless I see them on the way. Now, let's see what level are the monsters here. Oh, level 10? Yeah, they're not going to bother me. Oh, there's an archery butt there. There's one. Pack it. Boink. Done. One down. Oh, there's two other ones right here. Wow. Found three, so okay. Got one there. That's 3. Here's number 4. Oh, hello. Fine. I guess I'm gonna be fighting there. Alright, cool. Not a problem, not a problem. You'll go down quick. That's 4. 2 more. There's one there. I see, this mission's not so hard. Now I need one more, and the Aetherite I'm looking for that I said I was gonna go sign into is over here. Right down here. Yep. This is the Hawthorne Hut. There are certain missions you're gonna have to do here eventually, sooner or later. So first let's attune to the Aetherite. Now I can teleport here whenever I want. So if I have a mission in the East Shroud, I can just teleport to this and I'm in the East Shroud. Let's go do this again, blah blah blah. Same thing as always. Nope, not hard. Okay, now we go look for the final butt. Archery butt. Another fate, but we're not doing fates right now. Doing the main story. Of course, we're just doing the main story, but normally at this time, people are doing all kinds of side quests and doing everything else. So, but I'm just giving you guys the storyline for the archer and the me. That way it doesn't give you guys. Aha! There's the final one. Wait, there's 2 more? Huh, interesting. There's one there, and there's one there, but... Did that one disappear now? Yep, interesting. Okay, so, now we teleport back and return this one, right? Do I return it back? Yep, go report to Silvier. Teleport back to New Gridania. Yeah. Use the tickets, free teleportations. Sorry, I'm drinking M&M's and soda right now, so. And now that I'm here, now we come here, and Archers Guild. Now we got part 2 of the mission. So you have returned, a passable performance for an adventurer, but the bare minimum for an archer. I carry with the generations of Wildwood traditions, a tradition built upon the bones of the many outsiders who tried to take what is ours. It was my ancestors who first learned to conceal their presence and fight from the shadows, to hold the enemy at distance and protect the weak. All of it, everything was. This is a waste of time you cannot understand. But if you are so intent upon following in the footsteps of my people, I bid you go to the North Shroud. Ixali scouts have been sighted near the river west of Etat Spire, and unless you are entirely ignorant of Gidanian history, I need not explain that this act of aggression is part of centuries-old conflict. The minions do not matter if their leader, Nazul Catlan, the Violator, who must fall. He commands the scouts and will be well guarded, yet he stands upon hostile ground with birdmen and not walls for protection. If you're diligent and determined, you can slip through the defenses and slay their leader. This is the art of Gidania's archer. Embrace the wisdom I have bestowed upon you, and fight will be short. If you see the deed done, adventurer, I will take it as proof of your commitment to us, and labor no more to drive you from the guild. Now go. Now, with this one, there's a couple ways you can go about doing this. One of the ways is you can use stealth to go around and get the first couple of attacks off before anyone even notices you're there. But you'll get swarmed quickly, as if you run through and take one creature out at a time, it will take longer. But you can, it's a little easier, but you'll always get, because after so long in the main battle, you will be getting more creatures, monsters coming at you. So. Okay. I do have to figure out how to do that too. That's going to also be another puzzling thing. This is a level 15 quest. Sorry, I just bit my tongue. This is a level 15 quest. Yeah, this is a level 15 quest, and technically, I start here, and I'll have to, if I remember correctly, I go this direction, and down in there is where the boss is. So. So I'll try to go through. I'm gonna try to go through sneakingly, and see if I can sneak through with it. But if not, the other good thing about fates like this, if you fail it, the next time you go through it, you'll actually it'll make it easier. And this is a border. You can't go past this line, so they give you a line to go through, so. I don't have sneak, unfortunately, so. See, there's a lost one there. I can't even go that. Oh, there you go. See? So now you can either wait here, and wait till he turns his back so he doesn't see you. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't see you there. So can I go by the river area? No, it's not gonna matter. So, could I hop in the river? Nope. Nope, they're not gonna go in the water. So, alright, let's just take the back road and I'll just kill these guys one at a time. Probably be the best option. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Yeah, he's not gonna be that hard to take out. I got 10 potions. One behind this guy. Now this, you have to fight these guys, so. And see, he's over there surrounded by a bunch of other enemies. I got 30 minutes to do it though. Oh yeah, but you got a friend that comes and joins you. He helps you out, right. See, now we got all these people on me. No, not him. I hate it in there. I can't target right. Come on, target the right people. Come on. We gotta take these guys out. Let's just take him out, because you're going to need to quickly. Oh, good. He's cheering you, too. Good, 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 good. Thank you. Yeah, we'll get him out of here, guys. Let's go. Come on. Come on, whatever your name is. Marodon? The matter? Done. Got him. Alright. He's done. Okay, now that that's done, report back to Silver Air, so now we can just come here and go and teleport to him. Instead of walking all the way back. Yeah, I better put these away. Can't make these M&Ms last. Yeah, I got a 2-pound bag. Yeah, I got the M&Ms here. Got a 2-pound bag, so it's one of those real big bags. Usually it's $12, but I found the bag for $8. So I got the bag at M&Ms for $8, which is really good. So far they've lasted me about a week and a half. There you are. Yeah, ever since... This is technically the remake of Final Fantasy XI. Final Fantasy XI had a lot of problems from what I understand when I read everything. So what they did was they basically used a thing called the Calamity and destroyed it. and then then it's basically the same area, same characters. It just they updated everything, took all the problems and fixed them. So yeah. Even now, I struggle to credit the Sentry's report. Yet here you are, and Nazrul Catlin, the Violator, is no more. That's a GD's goddamn. I hate saying that word. G-damned adventurer should be so. Only by the grace of Nimir herself could you have survived. But even though it was pure luck, I will keep my word, Trefra. Should you stay, or should you go, I care not. You have completed the task, and are no longer responsibility. Go now to Lucine. She will doubtless wish to lavish you with the praise. Oh, you'll get no more from me. Off with you. Now the finishing touch on this mission. Oh, she's here with me, okay. I am given to understand that you single-handedly drove off the Ixali scouting party, and that you did so with precision and guile. How exactly was that training, Lucien? Treffa is just an adventurer. Sylvia thrust her into the jaws of the enemy in the hope that she wouldn't come back. And when, against all expectation, she did come back, that stubborn arse still refused to acknowledge her skill. Is that truly your impression? Well, yes. He said it was pure luck. Man noise Silvera sees Treffa's skill, in that I have no doubt. Did you not mark the way he covered his mouth when he uttered those words? It is a habit of his to do so on those occasions, when his tongue and his heart are in disagreement. For all his skill in reading and idiosyncrasies of others, he has yet to recognize his own. Impressive work, Treffa. You have applied yourself to Leia and Sylvia's lessons and demonstrated your command of the core spirit. You are now an archer in your own right. Allow me to teach you something to commemorate your accomplishments. Repelling shot is an advanced technique that enables an archer to evade attacks while continuing to fire upon her opponent. Used wisely, it can grant you a brief respite in the heat of battle. I have faith with regular practice, you will learn how best to employ it to your advantage. Excuse me. Remember your senior's lessons as you strive for the true mastery. Okay. So yeah, repelling shot basically, it shoots an arrow and then you jump back so many ilms. Ilms is compared to feet, but I don't really know what the 1 ilm to 1 foot is, what the comparison is, so. Yeah, see, everything here will be down. So, money. Got a new one, repelling shot. Alright, now what? Guildmaster Lucien wants you to go to Beskar Druthers. Okay. Now this is where the story gets a little more intrigue. You come at a good time, Trevor. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the proprietor of Beskar Druthers, out in the South Shroud. The petition Beskar himself has requested your assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the 3 of you meet with him and investigate his claims. The 3 of us? You mean Trevor, myself, and... It would be better if I went alone, Lucien. The Mikote and the other one will only encumber me. No, Silver, you will go as 3. Also, it is past time you recognize Trevor as a fellow archer. I will not. I have held my tongue on the matter of her continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Who in the 7 hells do you think you are? Bolor Lewin? In case you've forgotten, you aren't even a quiverman anymore. That may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders, unlike you, savage. Savage, you know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Enough. But one more word and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. The three of you will go to Baskerville Brothers in the South Shroud. Now out of my sight. Yeah, I think Lucien, not Lucien, but the butthole has a thing against Mikote because he really treats her like dirt. But she has a mouth on her too. She likes to get right back to him. So Baskerville, trying to think of where that's at. Okay, so we're going to head out towards Central Shroud. So, let's just head out the gate. Blue Badger Gate. We'll go from there. Then I'll figure out which way to go. I think Baskerville Brothers is in a completely different direction. I think it's West Shroud. North Shroud there. Yeah, I don't want to go up that way. Hakake Manor. This is Bent Branch. Okay, so I gotta go to Stealth Shroud. So I gotta head straight down. Okay, so... yeah, I haven't made a South Shroud yet. There's also an area in West Shroud and South Shroud I gotta hit, so... yeah, nice long trek. Music's nice though. Music has a nice soothing tone to it. Scorpions, level 10. You guys won't bother me. You're too low level. Now, there's different ways you can grind in this game too. So you can just run around killing monsters, but then you got a thing called Leve, L-E-V-E, grinding, Fate grinding, and then dungeon grinding. Basically, you can repeat fates over and over again, which are the blue things on the map. I'll probably end up coming across one on my travels. Leaves are a special mission that you can do, which I'll show you the leaves are. Every town and city has leaves. And you'll see the thing right here, it says leave meet. This is the guy you would talk to. Leaves are in different levels, so I'm level 22, so... oh, I have to... and you know, I can keep activating all this stuff, but I have to do certain things in the game. But you talk to him for leaves. Dungeons are like the ones that I did earlier, which the next one I gotta do is Tam Terra Deepcroft. But then you got the Battle Warden. He sends you on different missions too, and all these things give you experience, money, sometimes items, things that'll help you out. I'm gonna take the Chocobo Keep here just because it's probably faster. Nah, I can't do it. Nah, that's too bad. Okay, so... oh, because I haven't gone to that area yet, that's why. I'll be running right by Tam Terra Deepcroft, and I'll show you where it's at. Actually, which way? Yeah, okay, good, it's going this way. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, the Tam Terra Deepcroft is right down under here. Go down there, and that's where it's at. There's a bunch of skeletons and stuff that you gotta fight down there. It's also a dungeon. Just like the first dungeon when I was in Limsa Lominsa. What was it called again? Duty Finder. It was called Sestasha. Those are your dungeons. So it's not just a dungeon where you're underground, but you could be overground dungeons, and dungeon is basically where you team up with another 4 to 8 people, depending, and you get to go through. If you don't have a party already, if you don't have friends on here and you have a party already, then you'll, wow, I need to go the other direction. If you don't have a party already in your group, then they'll team you up with random people. But if you do have a party already, like you've got friends that teamed up with you, then you'll actually be able to, okay, that was bringing me the Tamterra Deep Croft. Okay, now I don't want to do that one yet. It's a story mission. I want to get my level up there in my archer a little bit. So, yeah, DPS are usually the best way to go when it comes to... Come on. Oh, my lands. I went completely the wrong different direction. Ah, crud. Well, fine. Let's just go through the story mode, storyline, and then we'll go from there. Then we'll head to the other area. Wow. Okay, so... Then I think there's one other dungeon after you do this one. Level 12, yeah. What the heck are you... Okay, this is where it's tricky. I need to go over here. Firefly, the magic bones. There he is, God's quiver bow. This is who I gotta talk to. No doubt the Bull Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deep Croft and purge it of the lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity puts an end to the 6th Astral Era. The cultists took the lesser moon, Dalamud, for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation, and so they are rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen the god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it serves only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lamb of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfered with the coming of the Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge them. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deep Croft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Okay. Now let's get this over with, get this started. So click on it, join. Now I'll go and do my other mission until I get called in. Once I get called in, then I'll just do it. That's what's great about having that thing there, because you can just do other things until you're called into the mission. And sometimes being a DPS, it does take you a little while for it to actually get in there. Okay, see, these are fates. Now, they're level 9, so I could do this no problem, but I'd have to level sync, and they won't bother me. So, I'm not going to do that. I think this was the way to South Shroud, wasn't it? Yes. This is the way to South Shroud, okay. Okay, so. Worlds, let's... Yeah. Okay. Like these signs, the little symbols above their head, these are also quests you can do. These are the same as the ones that are blue. The thing is, the one quest that highlighted blue came out during the Heaven Sword expansion. Yeah, you do have to fight some guardians. And believe me, they're not fun. What do you call them? Guardian forces, espers, aeons, whatever you call them. Eidolons. You have to fight them in here. The first one you fight also, I think, is Ifrit. Then you gotta fight Titan. And believe me, Titan is not an easy one. And then you gotta fight a wind type, but I can't remember what its name is. Is it raining? It's raining, isn't it? Oh wow, yep, raining at my house, my area. Oh, I need him. Antelope doe. Okay. Yeah, but as I was saying, when it comes to the actual, doing the dungeons, DPS usually take longer to get into play because there's a lot of people that don't want to play, tanks or healers. They prefer DPS because everybody relies on the tank and the healers a lot. And if the tank or the healer doesn't do their job properly, or they can't do their job properly, whether it's their fault or not, people usually end up bullying them and picking on them. Think, I mean, do your job, come on. Sometimes you can't always do the job, or their abilities don't always kick in. Because it's not guaranteed that you're gonna distract someone, or heal. Sometimes it takes a while to heal. You got 4 enemies attacking you, one person's healing you, you're gonna die even if you get healed because there's too much attacks going off. Okay, Bascarin Brothers is in here. Bascarin. But you lot must be from the Archers Guild. Welcome, friends. Now, as your guildmaster will have said, I put a request in some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, it is not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While it's regrettable, neither the gods Quiver nor the Wood Whalers deem them worthy of attention. Why then did you imagine them worthy of ours? 'Cause these ain't no common poachers. They're Pawa Mujuk's gang. They say she and hers are always moving, staying one step ahead, but I reckon she's hiding out here somewhere. The thing is, I just can't send my people out searching. I made a pact with the Red Belly Bandits, see. We stay out of their territory, and they don't make no trouble at the druthers. That being so, if I summon the massed ranks of the Whalers and the Quivermen, all 7... Oh! Okay, now I'll go into here first, and then I'll come back and finish this up. But you see, you can do other things up to this point. So now let's get this dungeon done. Yeah, some people don't like it when you watch the opening cutscenes, but they'll be fine with me because I'm doing a stream. And you have to see the cutscenes and the openings and everything. It's pretty cool. And yeah, if I remember correctly, the boss here is a Mind Flayer. Alright, come on. Mage, do your thing. Really? Okay, well, I guess we got Protect on us, so let's go. Oh, we got a Dark Knight in the group. Yay, we got a Dark Knight in the group. There he is. So our tank is a Dark Knight. Yeah, people don't search for treasure chests, they just come through, and this is what they call dungeon grinding. You do repeat dungeons over and over again. And a lot of times people just run right by and not worry about the treasures. Which is why I like to find a group, because sometimes there's people in the group that'll run off on you while you're looking for treasure and fighting more monsters, and you'll go into a duty, one of the special duties, and you'll be locked out, and then they get all mad because you weren't in there. I'm a thorougist, completionist. I like to go through and get everything unlocked as I can. Unlock everything, find everything. See, right now the tank's doing his job, keeping the... He has a lot of hit points and high constitution. So he's taking all the heat off us. Okay, there we go. See, the white mage is doing the smart thing. The white mage is staying back behind all of us. And she's there attacking enemies when she keeps an eye on the left-hand side. Right up here where I'm pointing to. These are your actual carrot teammates, as you probably could figure out. And with these teammates, you guys take care of that. I'm going after treasure copper real quick. Okay. With these people at the top there, let's get my finger off them. The green one is the healer. Rosa is the healer. See, now she's curing. Then we have the archer, which is me. Then we have the rogue. Then we have the dark knight. Archers and magic users need to stay further back. Oh, hello, I didn't know you were behind me. Good, thank you. See, the tank just took him off my back, so now I don't have to worry about him fighting me. And now there's multiple enemies, so I'll use this ability, which hits multiple enemies. And as long as the tank keeps doing his part, they never attack us. Okay, go ahead and get that. Ah, you gained ethers. Okay. Okay, now these purple lines under here is the fate. If everybody rushes in ahead of time and their shield's off, whoever's not in here will be locked out. So we're all in. Now we can go take these guys out. Now let's need let's just take these guys out one at a time. Yep. Okay, now hit everybody at once. Yay. Okay, now that we got all that done, now we can take up the orb. Oh! Hello! Didn't know you were there. Void soul counter. Come on. Let's get this guy. Come on, guys. No, I can't clear. I keep forgetting to poison him. Come on, poison him. Thank you. There wasn't any poison him. Woo! Yeah, jump back, but don't need to worry about that. Yep. Jump poison again. Poisoning helps. Yeah, he's done. Okay. These I don't need. So, pass. I've actually had one time when a tank actually thought he could handle it, so he runs through like half the dungeon, gets like 30 monsters on him, And then he got his butt beat. So while everyone else is doing that, I'm attacking all at once, like multiples at once, and like quick knock. Okay, now I gotta be careful. I'm getting low on TP. Leveled, and I'm back up to max again. Oh yeah, when you level, you go back up to max. Yeah, we have to go there anyway. Tomb of Galvin. Loot list. I don't need them. Oh, so you're going down this way now. See, they missed the whole area, and we're forced to do this. So they missed the whole area to fight in. Wish we also had a way to speak to people. Can't use it. I'm getting nothing out of this. See, you guys are completely missing the point of dungeon searching. I swear you guys suck. There we go. Get everybody in there. Well, I'm glad it hasn't stopped yet. It's good. No, every time I check something else. Okay, okay. they do have raids in this game. Whenever you have 4 people is a dungeon party. A raid is 8 people. Crosslight. Okay. Follow Rashaya, you know where he's going. Okay, you guys, come on. Get in the water, enemies here, stop. We haven't come up across the boss yet. Keeping on my health, ensure I don't end up dying. cutscene. Now it's time to face the final boss. The Mind Flayer. Alright, let's go kick this Mind Flayer's butt, guys. Come on. Yeah, as long as those imps are connected to him, he cannot be hurt. So you gotta take those imps out. There you go. Got it. Finally got him poisoned. Come on, guys. Put some more debuffs on him. Come on, let's get that limit break meter up there full. Somebody better have a limit break. You know, I'm gonna put my limit break on real quick. Oh, done it. We beat him. Don't need to worry about limit breaks. We done it. Good. Alright. Must have leveled up. Yay, he's gone. Defeat the Mind Flayer. Wow, this whole team was nothing but cats and one human. That's pretty awesome. And that was Deep Terra Deep Cross. Player commendations. I give it to the healers because they have a harder job to do. And Alkalites robes. Nothing for me. Stay right here. I wait till last because who knows, maybe someone gives you a commendation. I hope someone gave me a commendation. Okay. Now I can do this mission. Then we'll turn them both in. Because they're both from Gridania. Yeah, we already read this. We're just getting ready to do the thing, so I'm just gonna skip it because we already seen this cutscene. Now we're gonna go find these people. Okay, they're out here. Level 21 enemies. Okay, so here's something. Empty mead bottle. Gotta find items first. These monsters are pretty hard. I mean, I can still take them. That's not a problem, but I'm trying to avoid monsters right now. Oh, there's another item I think I just found. It's up here. Yeah, Poacher's arrow. Yeah, if you want to make money in this game quickly, you wanna, when you start gathering, you want to gather shards. Crystals and shards, because they really help out a lot. Look around before I go too far, because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, see, this dude's mining right now. They're mining, he's getting ore or whatever it is that you can get here. There's the other thing. So. Okay. There we go. Gotta go back and consult with those guys, but first let's get my list done here for these guys. Okay, that's done. Now let's head back to town. And we'll go get those things done. Turn that in and see what the next step is. Where are you guys at? Oh, you're back inside here, aren't ya? Yep. Right here. There you go. Now we have a nice little talk amongst ourselves. Iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. These are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find Pawa. And these mead bottles are old refuse. From before the Druthers was even built. They have no connection to the gang. What do you know of this Pawa woman, Silver? I know that she is the most infamous poacher ever to walk the Twelve Woods. A born leader, deadly with the bow, she formed her own gang of Mikote hunters. She was apprehended once, and would have been brought to justice had she not tricked the foolish young sentry into releasing her, before vanishing without a trace. Is that so? In any case, we've scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this Pawa was ever even here? I say, we inform the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers, taking care not to implicate Bascarin, and leave the rest to them. This doesn't concern the Archers Guild. It concerns Gridania. Leah? Pawa Mujuk is a savage and utterly immoral poacher, whose actions, however, indirectly threaten the city's well-being. But we would be vagrant like you know the duty to one's homeland, no more than she, I suspect. How dare you, and you, Trefa, say something. Now is not the time for this. Very well, we will return to the matter at hand. Mayhap we should take a second look at the clues that we've gathered. Look all you want, though the trap and the arrow we found suggest poaching. There is nothing remotely unusual about them. What do you think we should examine, Trefa? I don't know. Empty mead bottles? Yeah, let's try that one, see what happens. Why are you still carrying that rubbish? I told you those bottles predate the Druthers. They have no connection with this matter. But if these bottles are so old, why do they retain the scent of mead? They must surely have been opened recently. Wait, before the Calamity, Bascarin once served as a sentry, yet even then he sometimes spoke of owning his own tavern. and it was an open secret that he was brewing his own private stock with some, if some survived. Of course, Basquin Scar, his old lookout post. It may not be Pawa Mujuk, but we must investigate it at once. Okay, so now we go back out and look for the next area. Now I think this is the way out, and we gotta go up more, so go this way. Let's run like always. Run, 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 run. Oh, yeah. Okay. 2 enemies. Let's get rid of these guys. Because I'll never be able to get this next fate done unless I do this. Excuse me. Get this way over with. Oh, okay. Ugh. Any signs? Excuse me. Look, the ground is covered in Mikote footprints. The tracks are fresh, very fresh. All ways of the bandits were alerted to our coming and fled, else they're hiding nearby. Take cover. Ah, and there I was thinking we caught themselves some meddling bloody masqueraders. Yeah, there she is. Not that I'm complaining, hiding your face is downright bloody rude when ye ain't been introduced. Speaking of ill manners, don't ye know it ain't decent to barge ye way into a lady's bedchambers without knocking? We will lecture on the manners, truly. I have heard it all. They have us outnumbered. We had best split up. The leader's mine. I'll try to isolate her from her litter. Sylvia Treffa, the rest of I leave to you, too. As you will. Here we go. And we battle. First, then I'll help him with his. Now, in order to make this one successful, you have to defeat all the other characters, all the enemies, by keeping your people alive. Right now, it's only you and Sylvain, because she's off against the other one. I defeat you, I'm gonna kill that healer. Okay. Focus on the healers and the mages in this, because as you can see, the healer will heal them before I have the chance to do anything. So take the healer out, they take more damage from physical attacks. Then they can heal. There you go, that's what I want to take out right next to me. Just hold on, Silver. Where's the rest of them? Okay, get that part done. Was that the last of them? Have you seen Leopo? With me, Treffa. Was a piss poor showing, sister. And you call yourself a keeper, a hunter with no fangs? Ain't nothing but prey. Ah, bugger. Looks like playtime's over. Be seeing you, sister. So, what now? Report to Bascarin. So now you're gonna head back to Bascarin. So. Seven hells, they were at my old post, and they drank my old mead. That stings most of all. Well, 'tis past time the proper authorities were informed. I'll send messengers to the wood whalers and the gods' quiver. The red-belly bandits won't like it one bit, but I'll see they're told exactly who the military is after. I only hope it'll be enough. Course, Pawa Mujuk, no fool. She knows she has been spotted. She'll break camp and be long gone by the time the next bell sounds. And the trail won't stay fresh long either. Anyway, you've done me a great kindness, friend. Tell Lucien I appreciate the help. Now let's go back to Gridania, turn in the 2 quests. Glad it didn't cut out today. I'm glad for that. Still streaming. Happy for that. Okay. First, since we're right here, let's go talk to her. And then we'll go turn my archer quest in. Welcome back, Trevor. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the deep craft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. You've made such a habit of succeeding that it's difficult not to take your talents for granted. Rest assured, however, Mother is impressed, even if she isn't surprised. Bolo Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an even more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being that they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate that point. Av's gone, and it's all your fault. If you hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But he bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. But to the hells with this pathetic excuse of a party. I'm leaving. And it'd be too soon if I ever see your faces again. Bye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt that comes to any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for the healing. But you couldn't even do one thing right. Cruel thought this may sound. You brought this upon yourself. And by the way, some parting advice, get rid of Avere's head, bury it, cremate it. Do whatever the hells you'd like with it, but for good's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Wait, don't leave me alone, please. Sorry, Avere, please forgive me. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers who have experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Elda. She seeks the service of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I will be glad to share the details with you. That's defense 5, nothing. Magic defense, this money. Quest complete. A pleasure to see you return, Trevor. How fare you on your adventure? I must say, you came up quite far since you walked through these doors. Yeah, I know. Okay, now, come on. Call to the desert. Taking on a little trip. Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, your request comes to us as an adventurers guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the quicksand. Think of her as the sultanate's mate, Nate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you in the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Trevor, and good luck. Now let's go turn in this other quest. going to the Archers Guild. Welcome back, Trevor. Silver tells me that you encountered Power Mujik. No good Nanian could fail to recognize that name. So oft has it been spoken, and with such bitterness. I fear we lack the strength to face her ourselves. This is a matter for the gods, Quiver and Wood Whalers, that are confronted her and survived. It's a testimonial to be the growing mastery of our art. And I was surprised to note that Leah and Silver were not at loggerheads upon the return. I presume we owe this unnatural state to the affairs of your calming influence. No mod is to last, but surely that every deed speaks a clarity of vision far beyond your years. I implore you to share their respective with the peers and help them to grow into better, wiser archers. As you go forth and temper your skills in battle, know that we're always look forward to your return. Okay, see, now we're getting the plus of some items. So I can get the gloves that give me +2, or the armor, the goatskin jacket. Take this one because I just like the way that looks better. Okay, now I can. Now next quest will be at level 25. So now, there we go. Okay, so that's a goatskin jacket. Nice. Okay then. I do need a dye. Do I have any dye on me, or? Yeah, I got 8 red dyes. So let's dye this stuff. No, I don't want to search. Oh, I can't do that yet. I gotta do the dye quest. Duh. I forgot. I gotta do the dye quest. Okay. That's a little later. Actually, it's quite later. Okay, so now we go to Ul'dah again. So travel. Ul'dah, Steppes of Nald. And this is where we're heading. So there's no more quests here for now. I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. I'm gonna check the weather while I wait this load. There it is. Ding. Where is it? Yeah, Manchester. Okay, so hourly. Let's go to the quicksand first. Be 50s and the 60s tomorrow, so it won't be so bad of a walk. Going to meet a friend tomorrow, so. Gotta go hang out and play games. Okay. On the task. The petition should be arriving any moment now. God Almighty, another second under the sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who'll be handing your petition is here. So this winsome lass is a much lauded adventurer, is she? Marvelous, marvelous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, milady. I am Papashan, formerly of the Sultan's Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to appraise Trefra on her mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Margina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development of the Copper Bell mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are the clans of the Hecatoncheires, fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of the ancestors, and their presence has forced to the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? Yeah, you know the history well, milady. The people of the age used the Hecatoncheires to work their mines by way of the enchanted helms. They were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will, but as it's off the way to such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatoncheires, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels, so it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath the 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that got me thinking. It seems to recall there's been an article about Copperbell mines in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It seems the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. To think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that's why it makes them danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell as long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they may be subdued. This is the task which would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. God bless you. I fear you might have reservations, but I assume it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperville Mines is in the western Thanaland. Do take care, you hear? And one last thing before you depart. Our employer of Margina and Son is presently at the quicksand. The fellow name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell Mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. As I all said, I suck at reading, so. Okay. So where's he at? Here, oh, right there. Looking for a Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurers volunteered to deal with the mess down in the Copperbell, are ya? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The giants, I just call them giants because I hate saying the Hecatoncheires, left the place in a right state and Nari a week after mine and resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second Yu dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concerns would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project was ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain worth of rocks for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery I'll grind to a halt for want to aught to build with. The stone torches keep watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of a nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Alright. Well, I got 15 minutes left of this, so I don't know if I'll be able to make the actual mission here. So I don't even know which way to head out. So, no, not that one. Need this one. Just so you know, it's Ilda, so I have to head out there. It's Western Thanaland, so I gotta go to the west, so there I am. Okay, so let's go this way. Alright, I know, I got ya. Okay, we're out. Okay. Save sphere. Right there, we go down this way a little further. Oh yeah, once I hit level 30 in Archer, I'm going to be coming here and leveling up my character in Pugilist. That way I can become transferred into a Bard. You gotta be a level 30 Archer and a level 15 Pugilist to become a Bard. So, and this is the way out to Western Thanaland. So I'm gonna go out here and head to the right to go to the next area. Hammerley. No. I don't think I can go this way, but we'll try. It's kind of cool if you could. It'd be funny. Jump through the rocks and everything like that. Do the rocky way here. See if there's a wall there or something. Yeah, there's a wall. Can't. Okay. So we gotta go around. No problems. Just take longer. Drop. Cactars. Okay, so trying to find the quickest route there, and it's not letting me take those routes. Yeah, training dummies are pretty good because you can actually walk up to them and just it won't attack you back. You can just keep attacking it. And that's it. It's good to, it doesn't give you any experience, but it just gives you a little bit of battle experience. Not points to level up, but just battle experience. Now we gotta go this way. Copper Bell Mines. No Nonzo. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this next dungeon, honestly. I'll probably just stop there and just end it a little bit early. Oh, these guys are only level 7. No, I'm if these guys are going to attack me. Because if... Stop for a second, and... No, it's... Okay, so I was in the right area. I have no idea why I went here. Okay. thought this was where I needed to be, but it's not. I need to go back. So I must have took a wrong turn. Yeah, I need to go further up that way. Yeah, I know, I went the wrong way, blah, blah, blah. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Darn it. I can't believe I messed up, but oh well. It happens to the best of us. We all mess up now and then. Just learn from them, you know? That's all you gotta do, learn from your lessons and you'll be fine. Believe me, my age, I've had a lot of mess ups and things I had to learn. Heck, I'm still learning about stuff. Never too old to learn, they say. Here's the Copper Bell Mines. Yeah, I got 10 minutes. There's no way I'm gonna get through this dungeon in 10 minutes, so I'll just get it activated and we'll call it the night. Well, thank you all for joining me tonight, and for those of you that watch my broadcasts afterwards, like after the stream tonight, whenever you get a chance, if you're not subscribed and you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button and hit notifications, turn them on, so you can see what I've got coming. So you can see when I'm doing the next stream. I am doing a stream tomorrow, but tomorrow's gonna be Rise of the Tomb Raider. So if anyone's interested in Rise of the Tomb Raider, come check me out. I've already done one thing last week, so if you want to see the beginning to it, go ahead and check it out. If not, I will talk to you all later, and go ahead and hit that like button. And thanks again, everyone, for your time. Oh yeah, also, if you guys are all into retro gaming, I know I say this at the end of everything, but there could always be new people joining. So, if you're all into retro gaming on the PS1, I got a friend, he does a lot of streams on PS1 games. Like he's doing Legend of Dragoon, and he's got Parasite Eve right now going on. He's under StewTube, so if you want to check him out, go ahead and look up StewTube under YouTube and subscribe to him. Check out his stuff. He's got good stuff there too. So, alright you guys, you all have a good evening, and thanks again for joining. Night.